Welcome into 5 on Your Sideline. I am Corey Miller, and it is a great night for matchups around the St. Louis area. And we are showcasing some of the best teams around. Combined, the schools in action tonight are 47-19 coming into this week. So let's get right to those highlights. Big rivalry to start things off. The Battle of 109, 6-0 Lafayette on the road at 5-1 Eureka. Watch this first play carefully. The ball's going to be tipped by Lafayette, but Eureka's Garrett Anders still hauls it in. Let's watch that again in slow motion. Here it comes, here it comes. There's the tip, and there's the catch. What a catch. Later in the drive, Curtis Harris pounds his way in. He's going to let our camera know about it, too. Eureka on the board. But, folks, the Lancers from Lafayette are the real deal. Brady Mysek, keeper into the end zone. That's a touchdown. Lafayette leads. And then, perhaps the play of the night. Mysek going to air it out, and Terrence Bills is there for the catch. And then he just simply refuses to be tackled. He drags multiple Eureka defenders with him as he stretches for the end zone and a touchdown. My goodness, Lafayette wins big on the road, 35-6 to stay unbeaten. Big game in the Metro East. 5-1 Belleville East hosting the dominant Flyers of East St. Louis. If you have plans on tackling Mice and Cook Johnson, you better bring your lunch. It's going to be a chore. Nobody can tackle the big junior on this one. He goes over 50 yards down the sideline for a touchdown for East St. Louis. Flyers defense pretty good too. They're going to swarm the Belleville East quarterback. We'll go on to score a short time later, a couple plays later. East St. Louis driving again. Jaden Wilson finds Ramaja Sadler. That's a nice gain. And later on, Amir Tillman would get the rock, and he knows where to go. It's going to be another score for East Side. They go on the road to beat Belleville East 55-7. Over to DeSmet for an intriguing matchup. Defending state champion Spartans hosting undefeated Festus and head coach A.J. Ofadale. But DeSmet had that home magic working. Royce Searcy up the sideline right past me. Spartans in business. DeSmet would then go to their big man, their big weapon. That's huge recruit tight end Ridge James for the score. 7-0 DeSmet. Spartans kept pouring it on in the first. Cam Sharp is going to sneak right through the line. And that's going to be good for a DeSmet touchdown. Here comes a nice catch from Festus, but hold on, because the hit might be even more impressive from the Spartans. Here it comes, here it comes. Ooh, that's a big one, folks. DeSmet goes on to win tonight, 56-28. Let's go over to Ladue, 5-1 Rams against 5-1 Rockwood Summit. Already 21-6 when I showed up to this one. So we had some good defensive plays eventually. Nice play down the sideline on offense from Summit here. Chase Behringer to Connor Polsack. Nice pitch and catch. That led to a field goal. Summit driving in the second half, but look out, Augustus Logan. He's a ball hawk. He picks that one off in the end zone. Great play there for Ladue. This was a great play as well. I still have no idea how Ladue's Trevor Walker is going to catch this ball through the Summit defensive back, seemingly. I don't know how he caught that, but he did. And Ladue goes on to win 21-16. Marquette hosting high-powered Kirkwood. Pioneers rocking the slick black helmets tonight on the road. And watch out because Jacob Eberhardt's going to fly onto your screen. Nice catch from the Illinois commit. A few plays later, direct snap to Darian Brown. He's going to get in the end zone for 6 Pioneer points. Later on, tremendous play for Kirkwood. Maybe this is the play of the night. This is going to be quite impressive. Cooper Owens back in the pocket, waiting, surveying, scrambling eventually. Eventually he's going to find Brown. And Brown is going to put on an absolute clinic, weaving all the way through the Marquette defense to the corner and eventually into the end zone. What a play from the Pioneers as they go on the road to beat Marquette 49-17. How about a pair of Thursday night games from last night? Zumwalt North at Zumwalt South. North is going to start things off. Philip Arpazzi, keeper. Panthers pounce on top. Later on, North's going to score from just a little bit longer out. Arpazzi pitched to Jaden Burleson, who hits the gas. He's gone for 6 more as he leaves the Bulldog defenders in a cloud of dust. One last play here for North. Arpazzi airing it out. Garrett Schaefer. Nice catch. He goes down to the 1. North would rub it in on their rivals from South. Panthers win 42-6. North is 6-1. Another Thursday game, Hazelwood West hosting Northwest Cedar Hill and their star QB Cohen Stark, and he is a star. Stark has over 1,000 rush yards and 19 touchdowns this year. He adds to both those totals with a score on the ground right there, 6-0 Lions. He can sling it too. Stark going to find Adam Banks, who crashes through defenders. He gets all the way down to the 1-yard line. Northwest would get that one in for another score as they beat Hazelwood West 49-6. The Lions of Northwest Cedar Hill are now 6-1 on the season. Now, speaking of Northwest Cedar Hill and their quarterback Cohen Stark, he is having a season for the ages. According to the Post-Dispatch statistics, Stark has an area-high 21 touchdowns now and has accounted for 130 points all on his own. The next closest player has 98 points. He's also averaging over 13 yards a carry on the ground with over 1,100 rush yards already this season. The junior quarterback is one of the most electric players in the area and is leading to unprecedented success at Northwest.
What we're doing right now is something that people haven't seen in a long time, or some people have never seen in their lifetime. So just being able to come out and see the work we've put in all summer, everyone's completely committed to it, and it's really cool to see what being fully committed to the program has done, and our success has shown that.
Tackle Hunger 4, sponsored by Neighbors Credit Union, your neighbor for life.
It is already week 7 for our Tackle Hunger initiative with Neighbors Credit Union. We have seen some great showings of generosity so far to help benefit Operation Food Search, and this week was no different. It was a trip back over to the Metro East for Tackle Hunger this week. Breeze Mater Dei and Althoff Catholic will battle on the field Friday night, but battled the Blue Bins this week, collecting food for Tackle Hunger, with Notre Dame High School on the Missouri side pitching in as well. It's all about helping out the community.
It's pretty important to help out the people who need our help the most, and especially going to a Catholic school, it's what it's all about here.
Community support means to us as we're all a family. We're there to pick each other up at our worst, and we're there for when we win together. So just a matter of supporting each other.
All right, let's go to the totals. Mater Dei was victorious in the food collecting, racking up a total of 2,500 pounds, over 2,500 pounds. Notre Dame also had a good showing with over 2,000 pounds collected. Altogether, the total for the week was 6,647 pounds of food. That will help feed over 1,600 people for a day. Great job by everybody. So let's go to the field between Mater Dei and Althoff tonight. Nice chunk play from Mater Dei here. Wade Beckett gonna absorb the contact. Nice tackle. Now let's go the other way, and Stephen Brown is a hard man to tackle. You're gonna see it a couple times in these highlights. He's jumping all over the place for the big gain for Althoff right there. Later on, Brown to the outside. Just gonna tiptoe along the sidelines. That's good for a score. Althoff on top. And guess what? They would go back to Brown for the play of the night over there at Althoff. He finds a seam, and nobody's going to catch him as he goes 57 yards into the end zone for a Crusader touchdown at last check. This was still going on, but Althoff had it pretty easily in hand.